It's September 22nd, 2011. You've just now incarnated yourself into the feeble body of an 11-year-old child. From Software has just released their magnum opus that is Dark Souls, revolutionizing the combat and atmosphere of the RPG genre. You can't contain your excitement. You tell everyone and their fucking uncle about this sweet, delectable succulence that is Dark Souls.
Trust me, when you fire this game up, your little fucking nuts are gonna start quaking, buddy. Your little nuts are gonna be quaking.
Fast forward 3 billion years to November 11th, 2011, Bethesda comes out of the woodworks and completely shatters the realm with, you guess it, the one and only Skyrim. Then, suddenly, in just 6 short months, Capcom and their holiness decides to bless us with their presence, clutching within their bosoms the ancient tablet known as Dragon's Dogma. This game, unfortunately, amongst its peers, was drowned out by the noise, and undeservingly so. No game has quite had me as engaged with its mechanics quite like Dragon's Dogma. The combat's fluidity and freelance motion is quite literally unmatched in its genre, compared to the likes of Skyrim. This game sweeps in terms of its combat. Limit is a word never mentioned in terms of control handed over to the player. This game isn't just ahead of its time, it's unrivaled. Dark Souls, also known as Elden Ring, leaves a lot to be desired when I know what I know when it comes to the RPG-styled combat. Don't get me wrong, From Software's quality of life changes and improvements to the interface have honed the combat of the Dark Souls series like a fine-edged sword, leaving out all of the gray areas. But in terms of core mechanics, the game's innovation, as controversial as I may say, hasn't changed since 2011. Dragon's Dogma, on the other hand, over 11 years ago, had managed to scratch an itch inside of my brain that I didn't even know that was there to begin with. Every slash, dodge, riposte, or shank is felt in its entirety with a full sense of immersion. I can feel the weight of an attack when it's swung onto my foes, or the desperation as I clasp onto dear life, gouging away at a formidable beast. This game's ambition can be felt into the hearts of the player as they discover the nuances of this expansive playground. With the announcement of Dragon's Dogma 2, and the irrefutable reputation that Capcom has managed to garner over the years, we are on the precipice of a game like no other. This is Capcom's direct response to Elden Ring, and they're not going to take that opportunity lightly. Capcom rarely ever misses with their promises and polish of their games releasing. They've managed to create a game that encompasses the best of both Skyrim and Dark Souls alike. With how much Capcom has managed to learn over the years, without a shadow of a doubt, I say that Dragon's Dogma 2 will be one of, if not the greatest RPG of all time. 11 years I have waited for a beautiful refinement that a sequel would entail, and I have full faith in Capcom's ability to do so, and as should you. Do not sleep on this game. And I, as a fellow gamer, implore you to do yourself a favor and embark on this journey with me. You owe it to yourself to play the first game and really understand what we are about to witness, because we're going to be witnessing history.